Alright guys, welcome to another video, and in this tutorial I want to show you guys how to keep score. In other words, keep track of how many monsters the player killed. So you might be thinking, alright, I don't know what to do, click on the dude and add another instance variable, but not exactly, and I want to tell you guys why you can't add an instance variable. Whenever, we'll say we kill this monster for example, whenever he gets destroyed, all instance variables get destroyed along with him. And it does this for the same reason it doesn't keep track of bullets going off the screen, because it would be too much memory to keep track of all these variables on objects that get destroyed. So why can't we use an instance variable on him? Well, whenever our player dies at the end of the game, that would mean that his score would be destroyed as well. So that might be useful if you didn't care about saving the high score or anything, but if you allowed a game to be online where you had a high score it saved, or maybe just a game for your computer, but you had like a leaderboard of what your friends, and if you were better than your friends, you can't save that data if you keep it in an instance variable. So for data like high score, we need a special type of variable called a global variable. A global variable is basically a variable that it stores value no matter what objects get destroyed. So in order to create one, go ahead and over in your event street, this is, did I say event street? Like that's a road or something? What we want to do is we want to right click on the bottom and click add global variable. Right there. Now we give it a name. In the name of this, I'm just going to put score. Basically, we're going to keep track of how many monsters did each did they kill, pretty much. So the initial value, well, of course it's a number to keep track of how many. The initial value is 0. Pretty much all the defaults are good right now. And as you can see above all of these events, we now have a global variable, and we know it's a number, and it's called score, and it's set at 0 by default. So now what we want to say is when we kill a monster, add 1 to the score. So what is the event where when monsters die? Well, it's actually this one right here. When monster's health is less than or equal to 0, that must mean that you just killed a monster. So what we want to do here is we want to add an additional action to add 1 to this global variable score. So add an action, and what we select here is system, and now click add to, where you at, add to under the global and local variables. And what this is going to do is it allows you to add a value to a variable. And don't worry about local variables right now, I'll talk to you guys about those later on. So basically you select what variable you want, just like before, and how much you want to add to it. Well, just go ahead and increase it by a value of 1 and hit done. So basically every time we kill a monster, make an explosion, destroy the monster, and add 1 to the score. So we can play this game right now and kill monsters, but right now there's no way of seeing our score, or we need to give the user some input to keep track of how many monsters they killed. So indeed our game is in fact changing this variable, and it is adding 1 or increasing this number by 1 every time we kill a monster, but now we just need a way to show the user what is going on and what their score is currently. So in the next video, that's what we're going to be doing. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.